Right now, there are about 37 million Americans who receive benefits under the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. The vast majority of them work, but they don't earn enough to feed their families.
First time in years, extreme global poverty is on the rise. Global inequality, instability, and hunger have all been exacerbated by this pandemic.
Never have I seen a crisis of these proportions or of this scale, or one that demanded U.S. leadership more than this one does.
This is the greatest catastrophe to hit the globe since the 1940s.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I'm a student at Deep Run High School in Henrico County, Virginia. Today, I want to talk to you about the National School Lunch Program. President Harry S. Truman signed the Richard B. Russell National School Lunch Act into law in June of 1946. About 7.1 million children participated in the NSLP in its first year. Since then, the program has reached over 200 million children nationwide. Why is this important? Numerous studies have shown that proper nutrition is second to none when it comes to factors that improve academic success. For example, a study conducted in 2006 by University College London showed that, quote, children with nutritional deficiencies are particularly susceptible to the moment-to-moment metabolic changes that impact upon cognitive ability and performance of the brain. The NSLP is just another way to foster a better learning environment. This is because children who receive school lunches consume fewer empty calories and more milk, fruit, vegetables, and fiber than their peers. School lunches also contain fewer calories, less saturated fat, and less sugar than most lunches brought from home. There are two different ways that the National School Lunch Program can be applied. There are the typical hot lunches served in schools throughout the school year. But also included in the National School Lunch Act is an option for summer nutrition services. The result of this is the SSO program. SSO stands for Seamless Summer Option. The SSO program allows the federal government to provide funding for quality nutrition to be provided to students year-round. The main difference between the meal provided by the SSO and the regular free meals is who qualifies. While those receiving free meals throughout the school year have their income checked, those receiving free meals through the SSO do not. SSO meals, according to the National School Lunch Act, can only occur during, quote, summer or school vacation. So, how does the government go about providing these meals? Here's an example. First, each state must apply to receive the funding needed from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Once the application is granted, the state notifies individual counties that they are receiving the funding. Each county then decides whether or not to opt in. The same process is used for both SSO funding and regular NSLP funding. Up until the year 2021, only children in households with incomes below 130% of the poverty level or those receiving SNAP or TANF qualified for free meals throughout the school year. Those with family incomes between 130 and 185% of the poverty line qualified for reduced price meals. Similar to many other laws made during the Truman presidency, there have been many changes and amendments made to the NSLP over time. The most recent of which was made by the Food and Nutrition Service. On April 20th, 2021, the FNS waived the summer or school vacation requirement and extended the SSO year-round. And because the SSO does not require schools to check any student's info for them to receive free meals, all students are now eligible to receive free food year-round. The FNS made this change due to the massive increase in poverty and joblessness onset by the COVID-19 pandemic. How does this affect my community? Since the FNS made its pandemic-related amendment, the number of children served free meals in Henrico County has skyrocketed. In the 2018-2019 school year, prior to the FNS's amendment, an average of 20,936 free meals were served in Henrico County each day. In the current school year, there are over 45,954 meals served each day. In addition to in-school meals, Henrico County offered SSO curbside pickup. Only one county has denied the funds meant to provide free meals to all its students. In August, Waukesha, Wisconsin opted out of the free meals program, citing a desire to return to a pre-pandemic normal.
This SSO program is wasteful by design. It inappropriately combines meeting basic needs for struggling families with providing federally backed perks to high-income students.
While the NSLP itself is no doubt one of the most positive programs to come out of Washington, the FNS's most recent amendment is quite the opposite. As a student myself, I have seen firsthand the effects that the amendment has had. Many students who can easily afford to bring a healthy lunch from home take advantage of the NSLP for the sake of convenience, not out of necessity. This was neither the intention of the lawmakers at the time, nor President Truman. While the recent amendment has absolutely mitigated the expected increase in hunger during the pandemic, it has also created a different issue entirely, an excess. For these reasons, we should return to a system of eligibility that takes into account income to determine whether a student is in need of free meals, ensuring that only those who need free meals get them.